I'm Lloyd Holiday, and this is the Cost of a Thing podcast. Thanks for listening in today. So what happened to that great standard of living that we used to enjoy here in America in the 1960s and even into the 1970s? Well, that's what the Cost of a Thing podcast is all about, and that's what I'm going to be talking about here. I guess many of us know about the bar where everybody knows your name, and that's on the old TV show from the 80s and 90s, Cheers. And today I'm talking about something similar. It's the place where everybody knows everything. And I've noticed that that place is the YouTube comment section. Not my videos, I don't get enough comments on that, but if you go on some of these big websites where they have, 100,000, couple 100,000 subscribers, there's just so many comments that you can't even read them all. There's literally thousands of comments, and then there's thousands of comments under the comments, like responding to different comments, and then people arguing back and forth. They know everything, every possible outcome, every prediction that could possibly be is represented in those comments. This is going to happen, that's going to happen. And they all have this conviction that, yes, that is what's going to happen. And they're sure of it. And of course, we know they're not sure of it. They're just putting out a guess or whatever. Well, you got the flat earthers. I've seen them in there. Those guys that believe, they say they believe the earth is flat. They've got the moon landing deniers that say that the moon landings that never occurred and it was all a big lie and a hoax. They believe that, I guess. Or they say they do. Oh, and you got the Trump, the guys that believe Trump is a Russian asset. You know, that's all in there all the time. All these guys and more. Well, you got the commenters that write in Chinese, you know, that actual Chinese writing. Sometimes I'll post a comment under theirs and translate into whatever I think it should be. And, you know, you got the guys that'll threaten people on there. They're out there too. And today I have a special guest from the bar where everybody knows your name, and it's Cliff Clavin. And Cliff, do you have anything to say today about the place where everybody knows everything, the YouTube comment section?
Yeah, it's real nice of you to have me over here, Lloyd. I was just over at the bar there with Nom, and I was having a beer, and I got your call, and I decided to get in the car and come on over. Oh, yeah, Lloyd, when I'm not over at the bar drinking with Nom and the guys, or delivering U.S. postal mail for the department, or helping out Ma, I'm reading YouTube comments. There's a lot of knowledge in there, and you know, the guys over at the bar there and Kyla, they expect me to have the answers.
Well, Cliff, how many comments do you think you read in a day?
We're talking about a large number here. Okay, you take the average YouTube comment, number 12 font, you stack them all up, end to end, all the ones I read in a day. You're going to be somewhere in the distance. The span would be somewhere between Boston and South Africa, and some change.
That is a lot of comments. No wonder you're known for having so much trivia knowledge over at the bar there. Okay, well, nice that you came by today, and you got to get back to your route, I guess. Okay, thanks for coming. Okay, that was great to have Cliff come over and tell us a little bit about how he gets some of that trivia knowledge that he is famous for. Now, of course, we know some of those comments are wrong. A lot of those comments are wrong. And I never see anybody go back into those sections, those comment sections, and say, hey, you know, I was completely wrong. I was completely wrong about that prediction. It just gets blown off because nobody's going to go back and do that. They never retract. They never retract those comments. Even if it's so wrong, it's unbelievable. And believe me, they are so wrong, they're unbelievable, most of them on there. And somewhere in there, there probably is the truth and the right prediction. Somewhere in there, but who knows where that is. Until the event actually happens and we know what really happened and what the outcome really was. And right now, of course, we got the big coronavirus thing going on, and some people are saying in the comments and even on certain videos that this is no worse than the flu, and other people are saying it's the worst thing since the 1918 flu 100 years ago. And who knows who's going to be right? It looks at the moment like some of the evidence is going toward it just being the regular flu, maybe a little worse than the regular flu, but that may all get blown out. And of course, everybody's comments are all over the place on that. There's the people that think that we should keep the shutdown and make it even stricter, and then there's the people that say let us just be free and let it run its course. And we won't know really what the answer is on that for a while yet, till they get some good studies out that really show more closely what the truth is. But one thing we know for sure, somewhere in the billions of comments, the actual truth is there. It's somewhere in there, but we don't know where right now. Only to find out later. But what you have here, the YouTube comment section, is kind of like a bathroom wall. If you've ever been in one of those where they just write the craziest stuff on the walls and the most ignorant and vulgar things, that's in there on these comments. And if you just think about the sheer volume that these comments and the time that it takes to do all these comments, where's that time coming from? There must be hundreds of millions of comments a day just on YouTube, and then there's other channels and websites where people are commenting. Probably billions of comments every day, and some of them are pretty involved. I mean, they look like they take a little time to put that thought together in a nice little paragraph there. And of course there are some funny ones, and so it took them some time to come up with that little humorous line. I just wonder how many millions of hours are spent writing out these YouTube comments and other comments on other websites a day. And I would bet that is a very large number. And the volume could probably fill half a library with books full of these comments every day. It's just, imagine if we used that time to build something or to do something productive, because it's really just, most of it's a lot of noise, even though somewhere in there, like I said, is probably the truth. You just don't know where it is. It's just in the noise. There's so much, every different opinion is in there, and you don't really know where the truth is. Thank you for listening in today, and until next time, this is Lloyd Holiday signing off.